What's up guys, welcome to Turo Profits, and on this channel I give you guys an in-depth look at what my life is like as a rental car fleet owner. You might think, oh, it's difficult to start a rental car fleet. Oh, it's difficult to rent my car out. It's not the case. We're gonna break it down into 3 easy steps. First one being purchasing a car, second being listing the car, and third being maximizing your earnings. So I definitely recommend anyone, regardless of the amount of money that they have, to get started on Turo with a vehicle that they already have. Why would you do that? Well, I know there's people saying, well, I could go out and get this right now. I could go out and get that right now. At the end of the day, if your processes aren't correct and you don't have them or any in place, you can't expect to scale, period. Prime example of that being, if you have one car and it's not completely optimized, you don't have the correct processes in place, and you start adding more cars, you're really adding more problems instead of adding more profit. We want one of the P's, but we don't want both of the P's. We don't want problems and profit to be equal. We want the profit to be more than the problems. Quick recap, if you already have a vehicle that you own or finance, use that vehicle. One more thing, if you do have the cash and you are looking at already buying a car or financing a car for Turo, best cars that you can actually purchase and put on the platform are going to be vehicles in the $8,000 to $12,000, maybe up to the $15,000 price range. Why would you buy those vehicles? Let's say you already do have the cash, you already do have the credit to go out and purchase a more expensive vehicle. Why would you do that? The point being, there's going to be a price floor for what guests can even rent cars for on the platform, period. Meaning a 2012, 2013 might be going for around the same price range as a 2018, 2019, 2020. Now, this definitely depends on the car, but as far as return on investment and best bang for your buck goes, stay in that $8,000 to $12,000, maybe up to that $15,000, $20,000 max price range, especially for your first car, because like I said in the beginning, figuring out the processes and how to actually run the business is way more important than getting a cool car. Okay, so you already have a vehicle. Now it's time to get started making money. All right guys, so I wanted to take a quick break and give you guys a little bit of a look at a couple of things that I'm doing on a daily basis for my rental car company. Let's go. All right, so the Boxer just came back on a trip. I'll pop up the earnings there. As you can see, not too bad. So basically, I'm just gonna get it ready, turn it around for the next trip in 1 hour. So let me go ahead and show you that process. So first things first, I have a contracted rate with a local detail guy. It's $35 per wash, per detail, per car. Now, he does come directly to our location, and I'll do like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars at a time, just so I'm not wasting time, and you know, it's worth his time as well. However, there are going to be trips that go out on single day, 2 day, even 3 and 4 days that bring the car back in the exact same condition. So with that in mind, you might not need a fresh detail, a fresh clean every single time. That's gonna be the case here on this trip. I'm just gonna disinfect it, show you that process, and we'll be on our way. Realistically, all I'm doing, going to check on the car to make sure it's okay, snapping a picture of the miles and gas to make sure they didn't go over, because if they did, we can charge them. Last but not least, just taking additional photos again for the next trip going out right away. So all in all, probably put 30 minutes into this morning, and I'm gonna make. All right, so this is probably one of the most important parts of the entire process, setting up a contactless pickup and drop off for your guests. As you can see, the lockbox is right here. They show up to the location, they get the key, and they're on their way. In instances where we have to deliver the car to the customer, whether it's the airport or their specific location, we can also put a lockbox directly on the window, so they just show up to the car and get the key that way as well. These lockboxes are super inexpensive and are the best way that you can start automating your rental car business from the beginning. Of course, I've linked these exact lockboxes. You can get them from Amazon. Check the link below. All right, so now I've given you guys a little bit of a look at what an average day looks like with just one vehicle. I've gone over the best price range to stay within. Now let's look at some cold hard numbers to see exactly what you could be making on Turo. All right, so right now specifically, I have minivans pulled up in the $8,000 to about $15,000 price range. Obviously, you're going to have to do your research and find an option that'll be good. This one has damage, so it's
probably not going to be a good option. That's why it's $7,000. So Turo requires the vehicle to be within the past 12 years of age and have 130,000 miles or less. I personally recommend getting a car that has 100,000 miles or less and is within 10 years of age. As you can see here, there are plenty of options whether you want to finance or buy the car cash. Now let's go over to Turo. As you can see, the same vehicle is going from anywhere from $50 a day to $70 a day. And with the car renting anywhere from 10 to 20 days a month on average, that's anywhere from $500 to $1,500 profit or cash flow every single month. Like I said, it just depends on if you own the car or financing it. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know, have you tried Turo in the past? Are you thinking about doing it in the future? I, of course, would love to hear your feedback and we'll be responding to every single comment. Make sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video.